One. Hello, hello. This is Tracee Randall, co-founder of Atlanta Business Spotlight. And today in the spotlight is a great friend of mine, Dannella Burnett, owner and founder of Oakwood Occasions and Encore Elite Events. Welcome to In the Spotlight today, Dannella.
Thank you so much for having me, Tracee. I'm excited on this snowy day. Maybe we can warm up the video waves today, and I'm really excited to be here.
Well, we're excited and honored to have you as our guest today. Dannella, you have been an award-winning event planner for so many years here in the Atlanta area. And we want to learn more about how you do that and how you got started with Oakwood Occasions. But first, what's your biggest success story, or what's an event that you're especially proud of?
There's a couple that come to mind, and they come to mind for different reasons. So I'm going to give you a couple of them. One, sometimes in the event business, you just have to say yes and then figure out how to make it happen. Because sometimes your clients have a brand new vision and it may not be something you've actually done before. 9 years ago, I had a client ask me if I could produce a festival, which I'd certainly done before. The festival included a stage with kids' performances. We'd certainly done that before. But the event also includes a parade with about 1,500 participants. And I simply never had the opportunity to coordinate a parade. And I said yes. And then we figured out how, and that event's gone on for 9 years and just continued to grow and grow. And it's a wonderful event for the community of Beaufort here in North Georgia. And then I have another event that's really grown to be very special from year to year. And it's one of my larger corporate clients. It's their employee appreciation event. We really get to see behind the scenes sometimes of a company's culture. And I absolutely love this company. If I mentioned their name, everyone would know them. But the way that they treat their employees, the freedom that they give me as an event planner to really love on their employees and make them feel special has become another great event that I absolutely love and I'm very, very proud of to be a part of.
Well, you have so many. I know it's hard to choose. I've known you for, as I said, many years. I've been to many of your events. They're always so professional, so well done, and they always have that extra little something that you put into it. Your heart, I suppose it is. But tell us, how did Oakwood Occasions start? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I've been in the event hospitality space since I was 15. I came up through the kitchen, wanted to be a chef. Worked with a catering company, went to school to be a chef. I have a culinary degree and a food service management degree from Johnson & Wales. But I was always the back of the house or kitchen person that loved to talk to the end user and the consumer and not just the other people that I worked with. So wherever I worked through my career in Washington, D.C., I always kind of bridged the gap between the front and the back of the house and loved to work with special events, whether they were weddings, Oktoberfest events, just love to do that type of special event. So that was my career path until I moved here to Georgia and actually got out of the business for a little bit. This can be a lot of work. It can be stressful. I was a little bit burnt out and had taken a bit of a break. And then I was a stay-at-home mom for 2 years. My husband lost his job, though, in 2008. And like many families, we didn't know what to do. And so I went back to my roots and launched Oakwood Occasions as a catering company out of the kitchen of my church. I knew that if I cooked for other people, I would put food on my family's plate. And I've said many times that necessity may be the mother of invention, but mothers are inventive by necessity. And that's exactly how we got started.
I love it. And I have to say, when you said that, I remember you being in that church and how, the kitchen of that church and how far you have grown and come. Oh my goodness, it has been amazing to watch that happen and to be a part of that. Tell us, you can already tell, but I'm going to ask this question anyway. What do you like best about what you do, Dannella?
What I really love the most is from that moment when you sit down with the client and they share their vision with you and the wheels start turning and there's brainstorming, and then to the end where that vision becomes reality, and to know that you had a part to play in that. And I've said before, there's a moment in every event, And it for me, it's palpable, where it just has a life of its own, and you can feel the wheels turning, and the guests are having the experience they're supposed to be having. It's just all clicking. And now sometimes that moment is just fleeting, and it lasts for just the briefest moment, but I feel that to my heart. And to just know that I was a part of that is what keeps me going.
You know, I don't know why I'm getting teary-eyed as you speak about that. I guess because, you know, having done events ourselves with Atlanta Business Spotlight, we've done several in collaboration with Oakwood Occasions, as you know. I do know the work that it takes behind the scenes to make it look like it was so simple. And that's one of the things that I love about what you do. Behind the scenes, there are things moving and turning, but from the outside, you can't tell anything's going on. And that's what makes such a beautiful event. And that's what you're such an expert at.
Thank you. I think it goes back to the story of the duck, you know, who's just kind of gliding along the water, but underneath, you know, just paddling away. And events are very much like that. You know, you want to make sure that the guests are having a certain experience. If it's a sponsor, vendor-driven event, they're having a certain experience. Certainly my clients need to have a certain experience and goals. And so you want to make sure all that is happening and firing on all cylinders. And, you know, it sometimes takes not just me, but a whole team of people paddling like ducks under the water to make sure that happens. But when it all comes together, it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. It does, and never let them see you sweat, right? Exactly. Well, tell us a little bit more about Oakwood Occasions. Your company has an incredible reputation for putting on the most professional events all over Atlanta and beyond. But tell us, what kinds of events does Oakwood Occasions specialize in?
Well, Oakwood Occasions continues to specialize in personal and professional events. On the personal side, it's weddings and larger scale reunions. And I would say we really do well with 100 to 2,000 people in that personal event.
That's a big gap.
Well, we don't do smaller events like bridal showers and baby showers. That's just a different type of event planning. I think that my brain just works in bigger ways and very logistically. So those bigger events like weddings, big family reunions, and other personal events. On the corporate side, we love our corporate clients, and we do employee appreciation events, rollouts of new products, launches, customer appreciation events. And then we really have been moving into the speaker, coaching, networking, business space. And that's the reason for a change that we made last year as we continue to grow into a very for-profit event space.
Nice. I love it. I want to hear more about that. Okay, what are the benefits for using an event planner, and why Oakwood Occasions? You've already told us that, but just lay it out for us.
Well, I think people don't realize really how difficult an event can be and what they don't know. And what they don't know can make an event very stressful. It can also make an event very expensive. I think from a personal standpoint, especially brides, they might have been dreaming of that wedding since they were 6 years old. But we have a phenomenon going on now that I call bridal overwhelm. There is so much information available to brides via Pinterest and Instagram and the internet that they really do need a professional to kind of navigate the waters for them to make sure that they're not getting pulled in too many different directions and they can stay true to that vision. Whether it's a personal or a corporate event, if you've not done that before or experienced that as a host, you really don't know how one decision might make several other decisions for you. And what started off as an event that made sense can quickly spiral in the budget or in the overall just nature of the event if you don't have somebody guiding. So a lot of what my job is as an event planner is, one, pulling out what's most important to my clients so that we always hold that at the forefront. Two, to give an education that you really can't get from just everything that's thrown at you, and to keep our clients from losing their sanity and their shirts while they're in the event planning process.
It does seem like such a simple thing when you're looking from the outside in, but you and I both have experienced events that we've gone to that flopped and cost so much money, and we were just, it hurts so much to watch that happen. But without an event planner, it's more than likely going to happen. And I just absolutely agree with everything that you said. You don't save money by not using an event planner. You absolutely just don't. Plus your time is so valuable. But Dannella, I'm excited about Encore Elite events. Yeah. I've known about Oakwood Occasions. You've done your thing, but tell us what that's all about.
Well, over the last 2 years, we've really grown from the Atlanta area to more of a national scope with our event planning. We have several clients in California. We have several national speakers that either bring us to their events in other cities to support them, or bring them to Atlanta to expose them to new markets. And I really felt after 10 years, Oakwood Occasions did start as a catering company. It grew as I grew and our client base grew. But as we moved into that national arena, didn't really feel that Oakwood Occasions was the right name and the right brand to really represent what we were doing on a national level. Plus, in addition to that, I've grown in who I share my information with. Now I speak on stages all over the country, and as of May, internationally, to other event planners and event hosts. And so I really felt that there needed to be another name, another website that really focused on bringing Oakwood Occasions kind of out of support into spotlight, as well as what I do personally out of support and into spotlight. So I worked with an incredible national brand strategist. We came up with the name Encore Elite Events. And so what we do for our national clients and what I do as a speaker and some programs that I have coming out this year to support other event planners and to support event hosts will all be done under that new name, Encore Elite Events. So
well, I am so excited. Oh, so excited for you. I love the name, and I have seen you on social media all over the country in the last few months, and just so proud of what you've done. You worked really hard, and you've made a name for yourself first here in the Atlanta area, and now all over the country and worldwide. And that's another thing that we weren't going to talk about, but why don't you real quickly in the time we have remaining share about your speaking. You've mentioned a couple of times that you speak, you educate. Who might want Dannella Burnett to come speak at their event, and why?
Well, there's really two different audiences that I can speak to. One of the areas that I'm going to focus on is working with other event hosts. There are some incredibly talented people out there that have entered into the event planning arena as business owners and entrepreneurs. I've always spoken to business owners and entrepreneurs about being a business. It has to make sense before it'll make dollars. Well, the event planning space, there's a lot of creatives who may or may not really understand the business side. So one of the programs that I'm coming out with this year is really targeted at that starting event planner who's maybe got under $500,000 in sale, under $50,000 in sales, and to show them how they can level up their business to where our event planning business is, which is about $500,000 a year in sales. So 50,000 to 500,000 event planners who are running their businesses and want to level up. That's one area that we definitely want to speak more and help more people. And the other is for event hosts, for coaches, authors, speakers, networking associations, those who want to host events, also nonprofits, but don't want to lose their shirt, don't want to lose their sanity. They may want to do some things, do it yourself, but may just need a guiding hand. So we love to speak. Two of our favorite topics are 7 most common event mistakes and the best practices to avoid them, as well as the 13 different ways to monetize your event, which a lot of people don't know that there's so many different avenues they might tap into.
I love it. I love it. You are amazing and so grateful to have you today in the spotlight. Dannella, tell our listening audience the best way for someone to connect with you.
Well, we have two websites. You can get to me through either one of them, oakwoodocasions.com, as well as the new Encore Elite events.com. Very active on Facebook. I am the only Dannella Burnett, but if you look for me by my full name, Dannella McWilliams Burnett, you are most certain to find me, as well as our businesses there on Facebook and LinkedIn as well.
Wonderful. Well, I know that you're well connected and it's easy to connect with you. You're out there all over social media doing what you do best. And we're excited today that you took time out to be a part of Atlanta Business Spotlight in the Spotlight. So welcome, welcome, and congratulations on all that you're doing and all of your incredible success. This year's going to be amazing, even bigger. We'll be seeing more and more of Dannella Burnett with Oakwood Occasions and Encore Elite events, right?
Thank you so much, Tracee. Thank you for taking the time. I love working with you and Carol. And as you said, we have collaborated on many things in the past. And I'm excited for some new things you all have working this year as well, and things that we might do together and alongside each other. And I appreciate this time with you both as well.
Thank you so much. This has been Tracee Randall with Atlanta Business Spotlight. And today in the Spotlight is my friend, incredible Dannella Burnett, owner and founder of Oakwood Occasions and Encore Elite Events. Goodbye, everybody. Ja. What's going on?